Ah, well, it's that season again. The holidays. Every holiday, I do videos about Christmas, about what it means to me as far as the holidays, and how it kind of is what you make it. I was kind of resistant to Christmas for a long time. I've always celebrated Christmas, but not for the sake of Christmas. I went through my stubborn, well, screw that stage because, it's a celebration of Christ and I'm not a Christian, yada yada. As I got older and did more research and learned about pagan religions and the festivals and understood the idea of the winter solstice, then it became a celebration for me of the rising of the sun, the rising of the light, you know. And so anyway, it kind of is what you make it as far as the holiday. And I think Thanksgiving is the same way. There are a lot of people out there who really don't like Thanksgiving because of what it represents from the Native Americans, and how we took their land, or sorry, whites took their land. People took their land, okay? I get really tired of being accused of being one of the people that took the natives' land, but that's another story altogether. I consider myself a Native American. I don't go by blood or genetics. Tribes took land from other tribes and on down the line, and here we are today trying to rectify the situation. And we're also trying to fix many of the holidays that represent things that, like Columbus Day. Why celebrate Columbus? He was a horrible person, but was he? We hear that he came in and that he destroyed, we know what happened when he arrived, but do we really know the story is what I'm saying. History is so skewed. So we sit and we take it, put it for today, make it whatever we want it to be, I guess. Try to enjoy the holidays without getting too wrapped up in what they represent to some people and realize what they represent to you. In other words, Christmas, even if you don't celebrate anything, it's a time where everybody else has the day off, so you might as well have the day off too. Or I guess that's the way it used to be. So what I really wanted to talk about here was, besides enjoying the holidays, was my main point, which was marketing. This is the time of year where I start to get ads sent to me for just about everything, and everyone does. Now, most people over the age of probably 30 to 35 probably remember a time without the internet. And during that time, when they wanted to market to you, they would have to send you junk mail. I mean, physical junk mail. We got a lot of junk mail in the 80s and 90s. I mean, a lot. I mean, they wanted to sell you everything. It was the only way to reach you besides telemarketing. And that was cold calling. Or they had to at least have your phone number from something you signed up for. So back then it was all about signing up for free cruises and prizes and win this and win that. Just fill out your info. And once they have your phone number, yeah, they can try to call and sell you crap. You don't get telemarketing calls anymore. Now they just send you a text message or an email. And here's the scary thing, is that, the first time I really realized how pronounced this was when I was, it's easy for stories to get confused to know exactly how this happened, but I was in a room with some people and we were talking about eating pizza, and an advertisement for a pizza came up on the computer. Now, at first we just kind of laughed it off. I thought about the implications of this and did some research and found out that Google can use their Google Voice, or basically use the microphone on your computer. Once you've allowed Google access to your computer, yes, they can use your microphone and your webcam to spy on you if they really want to. I'm not saying that Microsoft spies on each individual person. I'm saying that it doesn't take much to set up a program that scans microphones for particular words, keywords, and then advertises according to that. I'm not saying that they do have that set up, but it's pretty amazing some of the advertising that they do, even when you haven't typed something in your computer. And so all this said, my point is this a good or a bad thing? This is something that's been bothering me for years, because I say I should have the privacy to buy what I want. I shouldn't be sold to according to what I've purchased in the past. And one thing that really bothers me is this idea of facial recognition being put up in storefronts. You know, all they have to do is, you know, if you upload a picture on Facebook, it knows who you're uploading. I mean, you cannot hide anymore. We cannot hide anymore. If you're on the internet, your face is in the system. If you have ever had a mugshot, your face is in the system. If you've ever even had a school picture and you have a yearbook, then your face is in the system. You cannot hide. You will always be. In other words, hiding as an individual is impossible. So that's the question that I'm posing. Is that a good or a bad thing? I would say that it's a good and bad thing. It means that bad people won't be able to hide the things that they do as easily, but it also means that the good people may get blamed for doing things that they never did. And it takes away a little bit of the privacy for the individual to be able to just live their life, I guess. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, or those who, which I'm sure most of you do, if you have a Facebook account and you have uploaded pictures on there, you'll notice that it will recognize your picture. Well, many of the online, let's say you go on your computer and you go onto some site that's through Google and they're selling you products like eBay, whatever. Is it too far-fetched to think that they'd use the camera on your computer to do facial recognition to see who's using it and then market to you according to that? Of course not. If they're using the microphone, why wouldn't they use the camera? Now, out of paranoia over the last few years, I've just put tape over all my laptop microphones, and I don't use the cameras on them. I wouldn't say it's paranoia, just caution, just get it out of the way. I don't ever use it for anything, so I don't want anybody peeking into my life. But there was a time when I was a little more paranoid about it. I heard people saying that, you know, these smart devices are going to, you know, spy on us, and we're not going to be able to hide from the government and the Illuminati, and they're all going to get us. All that's just a bunch of shit. There's too many people to keep track of, to, you know, people who are looking for specific people. So you and I as individuals are just, you know, most people could give less of a shit as long as they're making their money. And so my question here, I guess, is as I'm getting older and I start to realize that there's no hiding from it, that this is it, this is the world we live in now, I decided just to not hide anything. You know, keeping everything out in the open, on the table, being straight up. Then what do I have to worry about, really? Nothing. I mean, I'm on the up and up. I don't break laws. I follow the rules to an extent. As much as we all do, I guess. If I buy one thing on eBay or Amazon or any of these marketplaces, you know, what I'm using to record my video right now is a Kindle Fire HDX. I love the device because I'm in the Kindle marketplace, but I only like it because I'm in that marketplace. If you didn't, it would be a closed source, basically something like an Apple iPad. Like you're tied into the Amazon marketplace. But the point being is that Amazon, like when I woke up, and this is what spurred this, I woke up and what was it? Oh, it was if you ever seen the Kindle Fire HDX, they come with ads that are on the lock screen. You cannot remove them. The only way to remove them, even if you buy one refurbished or secondhand, the only way to remove these ads is to call Amazon and pay $15 to have it removed. So most people just let them play. So every time you turn it on, before you swipe the lock screen off, there's an ad. And this morning, the ad that was on there's a picture of like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's sad. They've been making these stupid like Warcraft wannabe games where they're like put these famous actors and actresses in there to make it look more important. But right after that, there was another ad, and it was related to something that I had been looking at earlier on eBay. And this is what was spontaneous, made me want to make this video, because I've been advertised to so much in my life, and I never buy into it because I know better. I know when I'm being marketed to. But I laugh at myself for all the times when I didn't know I was being marketed to. And that's how we have to be honest with ourselves, to realize that although we're smart and we can catch a lot of it, there's a lot we don't catch. So, have a great day, everybody, and have a great holiday. Be aware when you're being sold out, sold to. It's a strange world we live in.